Chapter 3. Practice. Number 1. Listen to a principal making an announcement in school.
Attention, students. Yesterday, you voted for next year's student council at Willow Creek Junior High. Normally, we would meet in the gymnasium today in order to announce the winners. However, there has been a small problem with counting the votes, so unfortunately, I will not be able to introduce your new student council until tomorrow. Sorry for the delay.
What is the subject of the announcement? Number 2. Listen to a teacher talking in a social studies class.
Okay, let's do an activity now that deals with racism. First, I will hand out these red, green, and blue tags. Take whichever tag you want. You must wear that tag at all times. And you must only talk to other people who have the same colored tag as you do. At the end of class, we will talk about some things that happened during the activity.
What is the teacher explaining? Number 3. Listen to a teacher making an announcement in science class.
Listen up, please. Yesterday after school, 2 beakers were broken in the science lab. Last week, a student burned her hand quite badly in the science lab after school. I have discussed these accidents with Principal Rodriguez. We have decided that students will no longer be allowed to use the science lab after school hours. From now on, you'll have to finish your projects during class.
What is the teacher mainly talking about? Number 4. Listen to a coach talking to a basketball team.
Okay, it's halftime and we're losing by 12 points. The only way we're going to win this game is if we keep moving. They're a lot taller than us, it's true. We're smaller, but we're also faster. So I want everyone to turn on the speed out there. We can tire them out if we just keep moving, and that's how we'll win.
What is the coach mainly talking about? Questions 5 through 8. Listen to a conversation between a student and a school nurse.
Excuse me, can I ask you something?
Of course you can. Come in. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, there's no problem. It's just that I'm going on a vacation to Thailand in July with my friend's family. And my mom said I might need to get some shots before I go.
Oh, that sounds really wonderful. I'm sure you'll have a great time. But yes, you will need some shots just to be on the safe side. There are several diseases in that area of the world, and some travelers do catch them. But you don't have to worry if you get the shots first.
So, can I get those here?
No, I'm afraid not. Just ask your mom to make an appointment for you at the local doctor's office and tell them what you just told me. They'll know exactly what you need and give you the shots there. We don't have anything like that at school.
Oh, I see. That shouldn't be a problem.
No problem at all. Have a great trip.
Now answer the questions. Number 5. What are the boy and nurse mainly discussing? Number 6. Who is the boy going to travel with? Number 7. According to the nurse, what happens to some travelers in Thailand? Number 8. According to the nurse, where can the boy get the shots? Questions 9 through 12. Listen to a conversation between a student and a teacher.
So, how were your exams? Did you do well?
Not bad, I guess. I did well in science. I got an A+. I was really surprised because it's the first time I've ever got an A+ in anything. My parents were really proud, of course.
Wow, that's great, Derek. Have you ever thought about what career you might be interested in when you get older? You probably should start to think about that kind of thing while you're still young and have time to really consider all your options.
Well, I've always been interested in being a pilot. I've made model airplanes since I was young. And I have this dream that I'll one day be able to fly the real thing. I haven't told many people that before, not even my best friend. What do you think?
Well, if that is what you want to do, you will certainly need good marks in science, so keep it up. Being a pilot is a good dream to have, and it's a very respectable occupation, too. I think it's a great idea.
Now answer the questions. Number 9. What are the speakers mainly talking about? Number 10. Why was the boy surprised by his science mark? Number 11. Why does the teacher say the boy should think about his career now? Number 12. According to the teacher, what will the boy need if he wants to be a pilot? Questions 13 through 16. Listen to a conversation between a student and a school librarian.
Could I return this book, please?
Of course you can. The Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was really good. I didn't know I would like Shakespeare so much.
Well, if you like Shakespeare, you will like our classical literature section. It has a lot of Shakespeare books.
Okay, thanks. But I always seem to have trouble finding the books I want in the library.
Have you tried the library computer system?
No, I always thought it was too hard to use. What do I do?
You type in the title or author of the book that you are looking for, and the computer tells you how many copies are in the library and exactly where you can find them. If the books are checked out, the system also tells you when they will be returned. Maybe we should have a special class on how to use the system.
Yeah, I think that would help.
Now answer the questions. Number 13. What are the speakers mainly talking about? Number 14. Why is the boy at the library? Number 15. Why does the librarian think the boy will like the classical literature section? Number 16. What does the library system do? Questions 17 through 20. Listen to a teacher talking in a social studies class.
A number of great South American civilizations ended when the Spanish explorers arrived. This was true of the Aztec and Inca civilizations, but it was not true of the Mayan civilization. Their civilization ended mysteriously before the arrival of the Spanish. The reasons for the disappearance of the Maya are still unclear. However, scientists are beginning to better understand what happened. The Maya had a very advanced civilization. Scientists know this from exploring Mayan ruins. The Maya understood astronomy and math better than civilizations in Asia and Europe. Their art was beautiful and influenced everyone around them. They also developed the most complex writing system in the Americas. The Maya civilization lasted for about 2,700 years, and then suddenly, in the 8th century, everything stopped. Most scientists think that it was the Maya's success that destroyed them. With success, their population grew larger and larger. As a result, the Maya needed more food, so they cut down forests for farmland. Cutting too many forests made the land hotter. This, in turn, caused water to evaporate. Soon, there wasn't enough water for drinking or farming. At the same time, the Maya were always fighting with each other. This was because some of the great Mayan cities were very old enemies. So they cut down even more trees to build weapons and fences, and, of course, this made the water situation worse. Eventually, it got so bad the people had to leave.
Now answer the questions. Number 17. What is the teacher mainly talking about? Number 18. How do scientists know that the Mayan civilization was advanced? Number 19. Why did the Maya start cutting down forests? Number 20. Why were the Maya always fighting with each other? Questions 21 through 24. Listen to a teacher talking in a geography class.
Imagine Egypt without the Nile River, or Mesopotamia without the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Some of the greatest ancient civilizations would have never existed without rivers. Rivers give life by providing food and drinking water to millions of people. Now, the first major river we will discuss is the Ganges in India. The Ganges starts high in the Himalayas. It flows eastward for about 2,500 kilometers, and then it empties into the Indian Ocean. The Ganges is an extremely important river in India. It supports more than 500 million Indians. How is this possible? Well, the Ganges Delta, at the mouth or end of the river, has the best farmland in the world. This is due to the rich soil the river produces. The main crops grown in this area include rice, sugarcane, wheat, and potatoes. In addition, the Ganges has great religious importance. In terms of religion, it is probably the most important river in the world. Hindus of India have worshipped the Ganges for centuries. They believe that the water can wash away their sins and eventually carry them to heaven. As a result, Hindus put their dead into the river. Unfortunately, this religious practice has seriously polluted the Ganges. Drinking or bathing in the river is no longer possible. And if the Ganges remains polluted, the river may not be able to sustain the lives of millions of people in the future.
Now answer the questions. Number 21. What is the teacher mainly talking about? Number 22. Where does the Ganges start? Number 23. Why is the Ganges Delta the best farmland in the world? Number 24. What has severely polluted the Ganges?